Okay, so I have about 10 minutes remaining. I think that's just about the right amount of time to do some alpha testing of the class GPT. And I'm going to be updating this not tonight, sorry, this weekend. And let me just describe some of the changes that will be coming this weekend. I need to update it for my one of my other classes that's kind of at the end of the material that's already in there, so I need to upload a new thing. And as I'm doing that, I thought I would just um, do it for the whole thing. So what I needed to can I so just to show you what kind of the some of the changes will be is so I have been working on the updated summaries for this class and the other class that needs this update for. And the main change I made was I gave it a little more structure. I gave it kind of table of content that lists all the lectures and the sections for the ones that's been processed. For this class, I processed it through basically end of reach the body motion. So lecture 22. Which is almost a month from now, I think. And then even for the lectures that's not hasn't been processed yet, I provided this much information in hoping the goal with this is to maybe I can get it to stop hallucinating lecture titles. If I gave it all the lectures through the end of the semester, maybe it'll figure out this is the complete list of lectures. It doesn't need to make up lecture titles, maybe. That's my hope. And my other class that needs this update is Physics 4B. This is their last week doing electrostatics. And what I have uploaded so far, what's in CoA Physics GPT, is through, I think, lecture 15, lecture 14. So I've been working on processing the next group of materials, so circuits, and then magnetostatics. So I need to, I need to upload it through here so that the CoA Physics GPT will have access to that content as the other class starts. And I do have a Physics 4C this semester, but that's a kind of in-person class. So I don't think that material is a little bit behind, but I think the students there will be fine. They won't be really missing the lack of the custom GPT material all that much. So with that kind of update coming as a kind of a fair warning for those of you who may be using that with those updates and some of other behavioral updates that I intend to make, the way the CoA Physics GPT response might change over the weekend. And but I'll do a little bit of a preview testing, and I'll make sure it doesn't become any less helpful for those of you who are trying to learn physics using this. So as part of the alpha testing, let me go to problem set 6, turn it into test student, and use it the way student might be using this. I've mentioned test student is my worst student, never does any work, but we are in that part of the semester where someone who never does any work can nonetheless just clear this stuff. So that's what I'm doing. And there we are. So let me start. This is due on Tuesday. There's some probably it's due on Monday midnight. I think there's some miscommunication with the Myopomet about my time zone. So let me do a little bit of alpha testing. Let me ask it. There's one question that's kind of the most popular video on the CoA Physics YouTube channel. Let me see how well CoA Physics GPT does that question. If I got that question as one of my set here. It's possible that I didn't get it. I didn't get it. What group of question is it? It might be in this group. The first three, not the... It's probably in the group of first three questions. So let me actually do this one as a kind of quick check that It's not gonna give me an answer right away. It might. Let's see. And then if it doesn't give me an answer right away, I will demonstrate something that you can do. I don't think it helps you, but it's the kind of thing that that I can't prevent ChatGPT from doing. So uploaded the image, a little bit of context, yeah. So I'm in physics 4A, and can you just give me answer to this one? I'm stuck and I'm in a little hurry. So this is the kind of thing that I wish you wouldn't do. But sorry. Can you just read the image I pasted? We should be able to do that. Yeah, you can just do that. And if you're just asking for an answer, it'll just do that. Yeah. Wait, did I misread? Oh, no. Yeah, so that's the wrong question. I don't know why it hallucinated the question. Sorry, that's not the question. Here's the question. Answers. I don't know why it was hallucinating that. Yeah, 70.8. Yeah, and get a similar question. Yeah, this is the question. It's a tricky one because looking at it, you might think it's just the definition of work question. The tricky part is you need to figure out the applied force. It says by a force directed some degree above horizontal, and they don't tell you how much applied force there is. You have to figure that out from the constant velocity condition. So okay, so I do want to genuinely see how for someone who's encountering this question and kind of stuck, and I want to make sure CoA Physics GPT will act as a good tutor. So let me actually do this. I'm gonna start a new session because before I was kind of just asking for an answer. I don't want to make that. I don't want that to contaminate the result here. So let me go to coaphys.xyg/GPT. It's the short link that will get you to that CoA Physics GPT. And I don't know why it keeps going to 4.0 model. So starting this new session, I'll say, hi, I'm working on my physics 4A homework set, and I'm really stuck on this question. I can use work is f dot delta x. I thought I can use, but they didn't give us the force. And let me paste this in. And actually, the question hint actually does tell you, you need to figure out what to apply the force is first. But let's say you didn't read it for whatever reason. So this is where it should really tell you to go through standard strategy. And I'm not 100% sure if it'll do that. Because if in its kind of flow chart for thinking, if we started out by thinking this is an energy question, work energy question, it might have kind of skipped through, my instructions that say for force questions, use the standard strategy. It was kind of doing that when I was testing with the physics 4B earlier. There was a question that needed a standard strategy, but it was in 4B, not 4A, so it wasn't using. What did you try after? Okay. Oh, yeah. Standard strategy. That's great. Yeah. Now, is that the correct lecture? Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to get. It might be the correct lecture. Do a free body diagram. Choose axis. Yeah. Okay. Steps 1 through 3. Forces on this. Is it working out? Yeah. So I'm gonna be fixing this. Because I do need to tell it to kind of go step by step. But for now, since it's so helpfully given me all the answers, so I'll put in mu k. Okay, 0.13 times m 38 kilogram times g 9.8 divided by cosine of 55 degrees plus mu k 0.13 sine of 55 71. Thank you for all the answers. Just to check, is F equal to 71.19 Newton? It probably is. And then let me do the rest. So for A, that should be this amount of force times cosine of 55 degrees times, again, I don't really recommend this, 898. But I'll be fixing up CoA physics with GPT so that it doesn't do this. Oh, so here it should be minus 898. So, yeah. Oh, why is it taking so long? I got it. Thank you. All these steps are so helpful. Again, I'm being sarcastic. I don't think CoA physics GPT will get that. Basically, what I want to make sure it doesn't do is, this whole wall of text. Basically, it should have. I think through like here was fine. Steps 1 through 3, and then maybe even state the step 4. Write down Newton's second law, and then it should have invited you to, okay, can you draw a free body diagram, and show me what you get after you finish the step number 4. So everything from here on, it should have been hidden behind a few more set of interactions. I'll be playing with some system changes to system instructions to get it to be more interactive. I guess I'll wait for it to finish responding. Yeah. Again, I'm being sarcastic here. Yeah, it doesn't get it. Yeah. This. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's enough for testing for today. Thank you so much to those of you joining by recorded video, and I'll see you in lab next week.